New Year's Eve, Angel Reese posted a video on Instagram where she claimed to be clapping back at the haters. Grow up.
One of the biggest shocks. Angel Reese just dropped details about her so-called insane, unrivaled league contract, and the internet is in shambles. Shocked, please. Angel Reese betraying the WNBA, the league that helped build her career, just to chase a bigger.
It's been hard for me, but adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of like just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of.
Loyalty isn't exactly her strong suit. First, she bashes the WNBA over her low salary. Now, she's bolting to a barely established league just because they are flashing more cash. Morals? Never heard of them.
Angel Reese, like Rakia Jackson, it seems like there's really an emphasis for this younger generation.
Generation Reese isn't here for the love of the game or its future. It's all about attention, clout, and staying in the spotlight. Case in point, her latest stunt, a wedding announcement clearly designed to keep her trending. Congrats, Angel. You've turned drama into a full-time career. Shame it's not your game that people are talking about.
Box office. She is a star. If Angel Reese was older, I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be? But she is young. She's only 22.
And the best part. Just when you thought her ego couldn't get any bigger, she hits us with a wedding announcement and a new uniform, because apparently, basketball alone wasn't giving her enough spot.
Out for yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.
10 days out from the unrivaled league launch, and here she is, pulling every stunt possible to stay in the spotlight. Seriously, does she even know how to just play the game without turning it into a circus? At this point, it's less of a basketball career and more of a self-promotion masterclass. Bravo, Angel, truly revolutionary, if we're grading on a curve.
Marketable because of the way you present yourself. Oh, look at me, I'm hot girl summer, hi, turn that girl, turn. Like, go sit your ass down. People are only looking at you because you're competing with Caitlyn. If there's a game, they're showing up for Caitlyn, not for you. Focus on your game. That's what you need to do.
Let's get one thing straight. This isn't about her big contract or some league-shaking achievement. This is about Angel Reese doing what Angel Reese does best, hogging the spotlight and hoping nobody notices that it's not really earned. Sure, the unrivaled league is cutting her a fat paycheck, far more than most WNBA players could ever hope to see. But let's ask the uncomfortable question. Is she worth it? The league is throwing around numbers like $222,000 average salaries, but Reese? She's cashing in way beyond that. Not because she's the best, but because she's the loudest. She's riding the coattails of her Rose Basketball Club squad mates, Kalia Copper and Chelsea Gray, actual basketball players who let their skills do the talking. Reese? She's the one yelling, "Look at me," from the sidelines, and don't even get me started on how she slid into this position. Let's call it what it is, luck. Caitlin Clark, the real star everyone wanted, decided the unrivaled league wasn't worth her time. That left a gaping hole at the top, and Reese swooped in like a vulture. No competition. No comparisons. No problem. Reese isn't standing tall because she's towering over anyone. She's standing alone because the actual talent didn't show up.
You know why? Because she got that MJ mentality. She in there training nonstop. That's why she busting threes out. Meanwhile, you on.
While Clark is out there rewriting the narrative of women's basketball, Reese is busy writing Instagram captions. It's like handing out an MVP award at a game no one else bothered to play. Now, about this unrivaled league, a 3v3 format with round-robin playoffs. Translation? A dumbed-down version of basketball, tailor-made for someone like Reese to avoid scrutiny. It's shorter, less demanding, and perfect for her to shine just enough to stay relevant without breaking a sweat. The league's flashy pay structure is making headlines, sure, but Reese is out here acting like she's revolutionizing the sport. In reality, she's just benefiting from a setup that lets her look good while doing less. Call it what it is, a participation trophy disguised as greatness.
What is your stance on that? So my whole thing was like, when I got drafted, number 7. So I'm like, cool. Like the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool. I can just hoop. So I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh,
I'm still a rookie. I'm still figuring it out. trying to figure.
Here's the reality. And let's not ignore the giant Caitlin Clark-shaped hole in all of this. Clark's absence isn't just noticeable, it's glaring. She's the one breaking attendance records, setting the sport on fire, and making basketball exciting again. Meanwhile, Reese is left to soak up whatever residual spotlight she can find. Clark doesn't need controversy or social media stunts to stay relevant. Reese, that's her entire playbook. Without Clark, Reese has no one to measure up against, and she's thriving in that vacuum. But let's not pretend it's because of her talent. It's because the one player who could overshadow her chose not to show up.
Close talent-wise, though. Let's keep it real, right? It's obvious she's jealous of Caitlin. Every interview, every tweet, everything is about Caitlin. I haven't yet to see Caitlin even respond to her yet. When we talk about, like, Angel saying that she had a part of it, I get what she's saying, but she seeked that attention, right? And then we did all this. That wasn't even to that team.
Angel Reese's New Year's Eve antics were the textbook definition of attention-seeking. While the rest of the world was celebrating, she was busy crafting yet another look-at-me moment. This time, flaunting her shiny new unrivaled league uniform on Instagram. Oh, and of course, she tossed in a little mockery aimed at her critics, just for flair. Sure, the post racked up millions of impressions, but let's not confuse vanity metrics with real impact. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's 62 rookie records are still the actual headline in basketball. Reese may be chasing likes, but Clark is out here breaking records and rewriting the game. One's trending on Instagram, the other's dominating the history books. Guess which one really matters? And just when you thought Reese might take a breather, she dropped a viral wedding prediction on Snapchat. Was it heartfelt, or just another calculated move to keep her name in circulation? Let's be honest, everything Reese does screams, "Look at me, not look at my game." Critics are spot on when they say she spends more time curating her social media than sharpening her skills on the court. Reese thrives on drama, constantly playing the victim online while her actual performance remains inconsistent at best. Sure, she set a WNBA record with 15 straight double-doubles. Impressive, right? Until you compare it to Caitlin Clark, whose game hasn't just boosted her own profile but elevated the entire league.
You just have to understand that when a transformational figure enters the fray, you got to pause and then isolate and compartmentalize and give them the love that they're due. And in this case, it belongs to Caitlin.
Talk about Caitlin Clark. So let's break it down. Clark isn't just a basketball player. She's an economic phenomenon. Her rookie season alone pumped $36 million into the Indianapolis economy. And while Reese is busy curating her next viral post, Clark's debut year triggered a 500% spike in WNBA merchandise sales. That's not just impressive, it's revolutionary. Reese couldn't dream of reaching this level of influence because she's too busy chasing clout. Clark is out here redefining the sport. Reese is busy staging Instagram-worthy moments. Point one is building a dynasty. The other? A digital highlight reel.
Her attention she's getting, she's earned from outside of the game. When I watch her play, I mean, does that look special? You think people are coming to attendance to see some rebounds? Cool. So 11 points per game. That's the fifth highest on her team. Well, that's cool. So when we look at the attendance, like who's really watching the games, right? She said Angels team, right? In Chicago. And their attendance, 6,000, 6,000, 12,000, 9,000, 8,000, 8,000, and then 17,000. Whoa. Why was it 17,000? Who she played? Who think she played? Caitlin Clark.
Then there are the attendance figures. Caitlin Clark is pulling in a jaw-dropping 177,000 fans to her games. Angel Reese? She's scraping by with crowds between 6,000 and 12,000. The numbers don't lie. Clark's presence fills stadiums and energizes entire communities. Reese, on the other hand, is reaping the benefits of Clark's absence from the unrivaled league. Without Clark in the mix, Reese enjoys a spotlight she'd never hold otherwise. It's not skill or talent putting her there, it's the lack of competition. She's not leading the charge, she's just filling a void. That's not dominance. That's circumstantial luck.
For yourself. Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is viewed the way she is? Is it any wonder why Angel Reese is not taken seriously? You know what I think this is? This is a desperate cry for attention.